Yo, what's up guys? I got another 6v6 OU battle here against iPepsi of the Neoseeker forum, so let's get it started. He leads out with Rosary 8, I lead out with Machamp, which I'm sure you're used to seeing by now. He goes straight for Sleep Powder, I have my Lumberry, so that's awesome, and I go for Ice Punch. And of course he's going to hold on with his Focus Sash, which I was expecting. But thinking I get super lucky here with the freeze hacks, I'm like, sweet, Machamp, you get a free sub and you're going to do some work this game. Well, guess what? He thaws out on the very first turn. As I go for sub, before I can do it, he sleeps me. So now my full health Machamp is asleep, and this really sucks. So whatever, and you know, I got to deal with it. So I switch out. Well, no, okay. First I lose a turn, then I switch out and go to Flygon, and he goes for Toxic Spikes. So he's only going to get one layer up because I am going to just U-turn and go out to my Gengar here. And he is going to go to Machamp here, which I know payback is coming, so I have to switch, which sucks. But I go into Scizor, and Circumscizor takes it pretty good, and I go for the Bullet Punch, which I know should do should be a 2-hit KO, and it does. It does a little bit over half, so I know that I'll be good there. He goes for the Dynamic Punch, which gets a crit. So this is the second thing that's gone against me this match. So that sucks because you know, barring a confused hacks, I would have been able to take out the Machamp there. Go back into Flygon, and he goes out to Gyarados, and I figured he'd switch to something. So I just went with a Thunder Punch randomly, and it happened to be Gyarados that he went to. So I'm thinking, all right, sweet. But as it is, you know, with Intimidate, I do not get the one-hit KO. It must have been a bulky Gyara. So fearing another Thunder Punch, he goes into Shaman, which it does absolutely nothing to. But I do get the pair hacks, so that's nice. He goes for Seed Flare. I switch into Jalapenos here, which will take that pretty good. He switches back out to Gyarados as I go for Flamethrower here. And I guess if I would have had Fire Blast, it probably would have made a big difference because that probably would have 2-hit KO'd him. But as it is, it doesn't, so I cannot stay in. So I go out to Flygon. And he goes straight for the Waterfall, which I know I should live, and I do. So because that's only neutral damage. And I debated this for a while, but I ended up trying not to overpredict, and I just went for Thunder Punch, and he stays in, so that's nice. Now I know that Thunder Punch is not going to do anything to this Metagross, so I'm thinking what I want to do, and I end up switching out to Suicune here. And he obviously is also aware of this, so he gets a free agility up there, which I know, so now he's going to be outspeeding me. He goes for a Meteor Mash, trying to get the mash raised, I guess. He doesn't get it, and now I'm sitting at a little over half, but with Poison and Life Orb, it's going to be an easy KO, and I don't really want to switch out and have something else take a hit, because I don't know what he's going to do, because Meteor Mash would have taken me out. Earthquake obviously took me out. So anyway, I go into Machamp here as death fodder because I know that Life Orb will take out Metagross, and actually he gets a crit here, but I'm thinking it could have actually, I don't know if it worked out in my favor. It may have, because I get a free switch in here. So I sent back in Anti-Casper. And I go for Shadow Ball because I'm pretty sure it's going to KO him at around half health, and it does, so that's nice. He goes into Heatran here, and I'm figuring that he will sub, so I go straight for Focus Blast, which misses, unfortunately. He does sub, and then I go for Focus Blast the second time, which hits, and now he goes for the Fire Blast, and I know this should be close to a KO without Life Orb, but it does KO me. No crit there. So anyway, I go to Flygon, and he withdraws to Shaman. I go for the U-turn, expecting that, because I know he's not going to want to take an Earthquake, obviously. So that was the only thing he could do. So I go back out to Jalapenos, and not knowing whether he would switch or not, I just go straight for explosion because I don't want him to be able to get a sub up. Because if I go for a fire attack and he goes in there and gets that sub up, it could be game over for me. So after that, I get the free switch into Flygon, which with the Choice Scarf will outspeed, and I will get in the Earthquake, and so that will be the end of the match. It was a really good game. It came down very close at the end, and I just happened to be able to play it out right. Thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe.